go. I hope that you can hear me. We are back right where we stopped the last time with the rain. So this is the mountain behind me. There was a whole lot of rain last time, so we got as far as this and we had to turn around. But now, hopefully that we can actually get there now. So we're about to go down the road right there because the dunes are right over there. So yeah, and let's just see what the dunes are all about. So just something that you know, just came across my mind. And look at the road. It is so straight. Oh my gosh. So we are about 15 miles away from it. We're not gonna stay here that long because I want to get back while it's still light out, because I hate driving at night. But if you look out there, there are people out there who live out there. I'm not sure if I'm zooming in correctly, but there are people out there who live like way out there. Not sure if you can see, but yeah, you see that house right there, or that structure? This is where people live. And I always wondered, how is it like I mean, to me it's like just to be able to wake up next to this mountain every morning, to me it's epic stuff. Like, it's just, you know, you wake up and you're out there in the wild and it's like peace and quiet, and there's no nosy neighbors or I don't know, man. This is how I think I would like to end up, like in a nice house out here and, you know, next to a mountain. That would be so sick to wake up every day to that. But yeah, so to the dunes. So one thing that I always say to people, like in regards to travel and road trips, there's no better way to broaden your mind. I constantly hear the argument that there is an overpopulation problem with the earth. Too many people, too much people. Look at all this land. Look at that. Like miles upon miles, tens of hundreds of miles of decent land. No one is there. Now, I don't think the problem is overpopulation. I think the only people who are going to buy into such a thing are people who live in the cities. The cities have too much people, but the earth has plenty of room for everybody and then some, because I'm surrounded by nothing but a decent land. I mean, if we can build a city like Las Vegas in the desert, I'm sure that we can thrive around here too. It's just everybody is squeezing into cities, and that's why that people buy into that. Because if you live in the city and you never leave and you stay there your whole life, if somebody tells you, well, there's an overpopulation problem, of course you're gonna buy into it, because everybody, like a city like New York City, for example. I mean, what, 9 million people cramped in one city? So of course it's easy for you to believe that, but I don't believe it, because throughout my road trips, all I see is land upon land upon land. So yeah. Look like I can see the dunes. See the dunes in the distance right there? I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me zoom in for you. We are arriving. Oh, it's magical. It looks beautiful. We are arriving at the dunes, guys. Oh, it's enchanting. I like that. We're gonna, you know, be a kid for a little bit, you know. But I'm not gonna stay here too long because it's already 6:30. So focus on. It's 6:37, and it is like, yes, I could have came here earlier, but I didn't have a choice because I kind of wanted to wait a little bit because now it's 92 degrees. Yeah, it's still hot, but it was hotter before, so I kind of had to wait. I had to adjust my zoom here. I had to wait so that it won't be as hot. So we should be out of here about 7:30. So we'll see. But here are the dunes. We're here. I can see it, and it looks cool. So we are officially in the Great Sand Dunes Park. The sand dunes are right over there, and I found out something interesting. It turns out that there's also grounds to camp, except right now the grounds are full. So, but I think so far this is a great, this should be a great, like, new destination for me to still put on the trip that's coming up, because I'm planning to do this 14-day trip, and I think I'm still gonna put this in the destination. But yeah, so now we're in there, just trying to see where to go. So this is the visitor center. Look like it's already closed, but let me find out what I can find out, you know. I'm sure that though the visitor center is closed, it doesn't mean that the dunes itself is closed. So we're going to find that out right now. All right, so this is the visitor center for the dunes, and it's closed. It says it closed at 5, but I doubt, yeah, I guess it, yeah. So it's closed, but I don't think you need, but I don't think that this place needs to be open for you to enjoy the dunes. I see a trail there. I think I might go and see what's up with that trail. So yeah, let's go ahead and check her out. I'm trying to get as close to the dunes as possible because we are starting to run out of daylight, because I kind of had to come this late because again it was 102 degrees today, and I was not trying to come here at that, you know, that yeah, so I wasn't trying to come here with this kind of heat. So I'm walking around the visitor center here. I just wanted to see what's down there. Maybe that we can check her out. So this is so this is the dunes. It feels like I'm in the middle of Saudi Arabia. I mean, not in the middle, but it reminds me of Saudi Arabia. It just does. I I see people out there. So there's a way to get really close and personal. But I don't know how far I can drive. But this is the dunes. It looks... Now, there's one thing I noticed about the dunes. The reason why I see now it's so cool, it's because the dunes, it's in the middle of mountains and plenty of vegetation. You have all of this vegetation here, and all of a sudden, bam, it's just sand. And it looks so... It sets itself apart. It's so different. So I see some vehicles over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive over there and see just what we can find. So yeah, let's go. So we definitely have to come back here and spend a whole day. This is just a preview of what the dunes are like. So we're definitely gonna come back. Look like there's a bathroom. Let's go use that before we go out there and explore. And here it is, the dunes. It looks so magical because it's so out of place. That's the last place you would think there would be a dune, but it's right here. Oh man, that right there hurts my heart. No flying drones at the dunes. I wanted to test flight, but then again, it's all good because I don't have time to test the drone anyway. I'm only gonna be here for the next 30 minutes, so there it is, guys. There it is. Man, look at that. This is crazy. This spot is here in the middle of nowhere. You can also see people way up there doing this. We definitely have to come back. This is just a precursor of what the dunes. Now, because again, this looks really cool because the dunes look so out of place. Because if you look over here, it's all vegetation. But over here, it's like the desert, like sandy desert. Kuwait, this is the kind of stuff you'd see in Kuwait or like Saudi Arabia, and it's in the middle of all this green. This is what makes it so cool, guys. So we are definitely going to come back here and spend a day. This is going to be during a big trip that I'm currently planning. It should take about 14 days. But this will definitely be one of the spots that we're gonna spend a day. I wish that we could fly the drone here, but we can't. But it's all right, because I still have to train myself with the drone anyway. So you can see people like way out there. So you can't really stay too long because I want to take some pics out here too. But we're definitely gonna come back. This is worth the drive. Yeah, it's almost, and it also feels like the beach, except there's no water. Yeah, look at that. People are way up there in the dunes, man. This is sick. So if you are in the area near like Pueblo, Colorado or something like that, make sure that you take time to check out the dunes, because the dunes are awesome. So as a word of advice, it is best to wear sandals when you are in the dunes, because my sneakers are, my Converses are sinking into the sand the further I go in it. So, but this is different, man. I've never experienced this before. It is just, it looks so out of place. It looks so out of place. It doesn't belong. And it also feels like, it's like a, always gonna do it. I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear me correctly, as I don't have a mic for this camera. I keep forgetting to order one every day. But up there. And this also reminds me that I can see like straight from the movie Mad Max Beyond. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. So this is a snippet of what the dunes look like in the state of Colorado. I think there might be other dunes here in the US, but I'm not 100% sure. I see people with what looks to be like boards, I guess sandboards. I guess you could slide down the dunes with that. Something to do. But this is rad, man. This is really rad. Alright guys, this is the go. I'm gonna go ahead and the dunes are right behind me to see it, because I've never seen it.